All right, apparently Caleb Plant and David Benavidez on Twitter saying they signed to fight each other after David Benavidez and Jose Uzataki get canceled. So, they sat there, they waited, and it ain't for a title, but I don't think nobody cares. It's a good fight. I think the Plant last performance versus Anthony Durrell gave the fight a boost that it needed to have. Um, like I said before, we'll see. So I know Caleb plans with Luis de Cubas, and Showtime is putting on the Luis de Cubas fight card, I believe, this weekend. I know David Benavidez is with Samson Boxing. They just put on a Samson Boxing fight card for Fondor and Carlos Ocampo. So, so maybe Showtime ain't going out of business. Maybe they is going out of business. Who knows what network is going to be on? We don't fucking know. Paramount plus Paramount. So we just going to have to wait and see. It's as simple as that. They know what network is going to be on, or just they agree to the boxing principles and the venue and stuff. So I'm interested to see, kind of what network is going to be on. If I had to guess, with the two promoters that recently just did something with Showtime, will lead you to believe that it's going to probably be on Showtime. So most people thinking Showtime is just going to dissolve and just get engulfed by Paramount Plus. Those things can't happen just that fast, or they may be facing a class action lawsuit. So we'll see. But David Benavidez and Plant reportedly signed for early 2023. David Benavidez, Caleb Plant have agreed to sign the fight. It says that Benavidez will not be fighting Jose Izagi in January, as discussed earlier today. Nobody is shedding tears over that. Now it appears he will be getting Benavidez and Plant next. There's not a lot more than that the boxing fans could ask for at the current landscape of 168. Plant announced the fight announced that he signed a contract to fight. ESPN Mike Coppinger reports Benavidez also signed for the bout. He said, "Oh, I went and made it happen. Contract signed. See you next year." So the current idea is that Benavidez plan will happen in January, according to Coppinger. Though a March date has also been flown out there. Um, so Benavidez is WC interim title. He said the title. So that's what they say. I don't know. I don't know shit about this shit. Honestly, I promise you, if I probably look at my phone, I probably would. I probably know something. So, I probably know something, but I'm looking. You know, yeah. So I mean, it's cool. Um, but it's a great fight for boxing with or without a title. I think the Pacifics is going to look very interesting. I think that's what everybody waiting on. The Pacific's going to look very interesting. Very interesting. You know, it's always been interesting. So, see what's going to be next, but we'll see. And don't nobody seem to know shit, or they've been sworn to secrecy. It's either one or the other. So it's a fight that should have been happened. Uh, it's something that should have been happened. But at the end of the day, I think Plant performance just made it that much better. So obviously, we should be getting some type of announcement for a Showtime schedule pretty soon. So that's what they're saying. That's what they're saying. So say in January. So um, if I was a bet man, I'd probably bet more on the March date. If I was a bet man, I would probably say more on the March date. But we'll see. We'll see. So Heyman gotta have something in the works. I mean, I know somebody that's close to Benavidez, so I'll kind of reach out and see kind of if I can get something out of them as far as what's going to be on. But looking at the both promoters are the only two promoters in the fall that had a Showtime date. It seems like a no brainer that it's probably going to be Showtime. probably gonna be a no-brainer. So, um, but yeah, it's a good fight. You know, for interim titles and all that type of stuff, and it ain't got to the point where it got too big, where financially they could price themselves out and all that. So, Benavidez, probably gonna be the overwhelming favorite. Got the plant performance, like I said, it just made it that much better. It just made it that much better after plant performance. So, versus Anthony Durrell. So, some people saying it's the best fight that could be made, the super middleweight division. And I think so. I mean, maybe Canelo and Benavidez, might be one of them. So at the end of the day, you know, there's one of I know they was really pushing for Charlo Benavidez. So I think this is more than suffice. Yeah, so they going around. Some people going around and saying March. So just as the article said. So most people basically saying, like I'm saying, likely it will be it likely will fight on Showtime pay per view. So we gotta see. We gotta see. So I don't know. So it's likely it's gonna be niggas is speculating. Niggas is speculating. So Benavidez said it's March. So hold on. Hold on. I'm not gonna go. I'm just not gonna speak about what I just heard him said. But hey, I mean, in New York, he can slide with that shit, Kobe, but not with me. But I'm gonna let that roll because I don't want to make my video about what he just said. Y'all probably not heard him, but he said in March. I'm not gonna get on. I ain't got time for it no more. But at the end of the day, he revealed that at Paul and Anderson Silva fight in Arizona that it's gonna be in March. So it's gonna be in March. You know, so there's so there you have it. So, they know the networks and they know the Pacific, so we're gonna see. It seems like Al Heyman trying to give better fights now. Because he ain't got no other option. But we'll see if he can save up. But on pay-per-view, I don't see how it continues to help the platform. It's not, I mean, to be honest, it's not a pay-per-view fight. I'll pay pay-per-view for the fight, but I'm not buying the fucking fight. Y'all know why. But it's really a regular TV fight. They can help boost their profiles to get the pressure on Canelo. So a lot of people are going to try to say, "Oh, it is a pay-per-view." It's not really. It's not a pay-per-view fight. But Playing got some exposure fighting Canelo, so I mean, I mean, it is what it is. But I look forward to the fight. I think a lot of people's opinions change. Kind of, even before the Canelo fight with the Caleb Truex fight, or if that mostly didn't change, kind of in my opinion, I'm like, man, he doesn't dominate this guy. And then after you see him do what he did versus the rail and not move so much, so kind of changed. I think probably I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I think it's a good fight at this point. I don't know if it's a 50-50 fight or whatever, but Plant been in the ring because he been in the ring with Canelo with better opposition. So I mean, Benavidez is just so much bigger than him. That's what cause for concern. But if he hold his ground like he did versus Anthony Durrell, he worked that body. You can get Benavidez, bro. He make a lot of mistakes in there. I think he make the mistakes because he's big enough to get away with the mistakes. But the thing about the mistakes that he make, they start to become habits. And they start to become tendencies. And they start to become mistakes. And then can Caleb Plant capitalize on those tendencies and those mistakes is the $1,000,000 question. So that's the question. For Benavidez, he coming to inflict pain. So I don't think he worried about scorecards. I don't think he worried about judges. I don't think he worried about none of that. I think he simply worried about inflicting pain. And that's one thing about Caleb Plant. You can take advantage of that. You can take advantage of that. It's gonna be a lot of openings. And I don't think he's gonna respect your power. I think he'll underestimate your speed, your toughness. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's gonna be overconfident. The plan for me would be to touch that chin and touch that body. That would be my plan. If I'm Caleb Plant and Stephen Edwards, a lot of body work, a lot of countering to the body, a lot of leading to the body, and punching with him when he throw combination shots. He don't always bring his hands back home either, but he's so big that he don't have to, dude. That's the crazy shit about it. But hey, it's a great fight for boxing. They owe us for not doing shit in the fall for real. But hey, thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance. Get notifications. We go live or drop a video for Nancy One Sport channel. Cash App $ CJ Good 313. Venmo CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. Check out the box. We've got to call it a rumor for now, but check out the box room playlist. Appreciate the love and support. One time for the one time. Peace.